What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Showtime president of sports, Stephen Espinoza, explains and responds to the allegations made by retired Olympic gold medalist, Hall of Fame, 6th Division world champion, superstar Mexican boxer, Oscar the Golden Boy de la Hoya, who is now the founder and promoter of Golden Boy Promotions, who happens to promote undefeated lightweight, junior welterweight Mexican superstar title contender, King Ryan Garcia, who is 23 wins, no losses, no draws, 19 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. And Stephen Espinoza has a partnership with undefeated 3-division world champion, who simultaneously held the WBA super title at super featherweight, WBA regular title at lightweight, WBA regular title at junior welterweight, that being superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 28 wins, no losses, no draws, 26 wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. With that said, Oscar de la Hoya today stated that, they have 24 hours to make this fight. Now, back in late November, early December, there was an announcement for a 2-fight deal that's going to see Gervonta Tank Davis face off in his last fight, which was January 7th in Washington, D.C. He's from DMV. He's from Baltimore. This was the Washington, D.C. Capital One Arena showdown with then undefeated WBA super featherweight world champion Dominican star boxer Hector Garcia, right? Gervonta Tank Davis got a 9th round knockout in that fight. But in the announcement, it was a 2-fight deal they announced. They actually announced that April 15th of 2023, Las Vegas, Nevada, either the T-Mobile or MGM Grand Garden Arena, that Gervonta Tank Davis was going to fight Ryan Garcia, but first he was going to have the fight with Hector Garcia. Today, Oscar de la Hoya, he stated that they have 24 hours. They have until tomorrow to respond to and send them the contract to be signed, because if they don't send the contract to be signed by tomorrow, then they are moving on. Well, there was reports and there was people coming out and they were stating that, Oscar de la Hoya is not telling the truth. Ryan Garcia stated he saw the contract. Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis have agreed, and that, they're going to make the fight happen. And so Stephen Espinoza initially stated that Oscar de la Hoya may be getting cold feet, and he may have buyer's remorse that he invested in this fight, and he don't believe Ryan Garcia could beat Gervonta Tank Davis. Well, that proves not to be true, because now Stephen Espinoza has come out and he's now stated that the issue with the contracts is that Ryan Garcia didn't see a real contract, and that Gervonta Tank Davis never saw a real contract, and that they won't see a real contract until after Gervonta Tank Davis's trial is set. Okay? So Stephen Espinoza clarifies and lets it be known that when the trial is set for Gervonta Tank Davis's case that he has in Baltimore, Maryland, okay, which is alleged hit and run. Well, that's what he's being charged with, a hit and run. That initially he had a plea deal on the table that, the judge decided to take the plea deal off the table. So Stephen Espinoza had this to say, quote, "Those contracts fighters say they saw, which is Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, are more than likely just the layout of the terms." So he's saying that they did not see a contract. Ryan Garcia did not see a contract. Gervonta Tank Davis did not see a contract. He says those are likely the terms and likely scenarios. They're just scenarios, okay? So that's just a layout, okay, of what possibly will be the contract when it's official. And then he goes on to say they're not going to sign they're not going to sign or offer a contract before Tank's trial in Baltimore. Let me say it to you again. Here goes Stephen Espinoza. He reveals that they have not offered Ryan Garcia an official contract, and that they will not offer Ryan Garcia official contract until Gervonta Tank Davis's court and trial is set. So for all the people that was coming out saying that, Oscar De La Hoya was capping, and Oscar De La Hoya wasn't telling the truth, and then Oscar De La Hoya, Ryan Garcia exposed that Ryan Garcia saw the contract. Well, Stephen Espinoza just told you Ryan Garcia did not see an official contract, and nor will he see an official contract until Gervonta Tank Davis's court case in Baltimore, Maryland is set. So there you have it. Oscar De La Hoya was telling the truth. They did not send over a contract, and as Stephen Espinoza stated, they will not send over a contract until Gervonta Tank Davis's court case is settled. Okay? So with that said, Gervonta Tank Davis has to go back to court, and he has a case where the judge essentially doesn't seem to be, very open to giving Gervonta Tank Davis the initial plea deal that he had on the table, and that it seems like this judge may be out to prove a point, okay, for Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay, so it says, boxer Gervonta Tank Davis stands a trial alleged involvement in 2020 hit and run. Okay, so Gervonta Tank Davis has to, handle this court case, which is, it's up and coming. So as far as what Oscar De La Hoya is saying, Oscar De La Hoya was proven to be right, where he said that they did not send over a contract. Okay, so this is unfortunate. That Gervonta Tank Davis has this hanging over his head. It's unfortunate for the people that was involved. It's unfortunate for Ryan Garcia. What's more interesting is that Davis has also faced a battery charging incident February 20th, which was observed. Girlfriend, according to the Florida police, a hearing this case was set for September 29th. So we got to see how this unfolds and plays out. So as far as Oscar De La Hoya saying that they're going to walk away, it looks like you're not going to get Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis if Oscar De La Hoya sticks to his plan of tomorrow, today, actually, because it's after 12 o'clock at night, so it's actually Monday. If he has his way, if there's no contract, and Stephen Espinoza said they're not going to send a contract over until after the court case is over, well, that pretty much lets you know that, we might not be getting Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis fight. It's unfortunate. This is a huge fight. It looked like it was scheduled to take place in April. April 15th was the reported date. And this could be, a clear situation where this is why we had the announcement that we're going to get undefeated, unified, 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer who is widely considered by many to be top 2, if not number 1, definitely top 5, pound for pound best fighters in the world, and Earl the True Spence Jr., who holds a record of 28 wins, no loss, and no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout, 32 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach, to face off against former unified WBC, WBA welterweight world champion superstar boxer Keith one-time Thurman, who has a record of 30 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, 5'8" with a 69-inch arm reach, in April on pay-per-view. Because like I told you, one of these fights was not going to happen, whether it was Errol Spence and Keith Thurman or whether it was Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. So it's looking like it's going to be Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. That's not going to take place in April. And that they're waiting to see how this court cases unfold and play out with Gervonta Tank Davis, which is completely unfortunate. All right, so he says that there won't be a contract sent over, and the contracts that, they saw are just, scenarios to which what the true outline of the real contract will be. It's a massive fight. It's a huge pay-per-view fight. And I can't wait to see how it unfolds and plays out. So let's see how everything works out Hopefully it works out for the best. Hopefully we get Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. I believe Gervonta Tank Davis has to go to court in February. So let's see how everything unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all in one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.